right. All right, guys. Welcome to another session of me trying to build an app live. All right, on this session, and let me see. Go live, Facebook. Okay. So so what I'm trying to achieve with this is to be able to teach you guys how to build using AI. All right. So there are a lot of noise about AI, but not many people actually know how to use it correctly. And because people don't know how to use AI correctly, they are not able to make money out of it. So what I'll be doing in this video is to help, all right, try to make sure that I guide you through. See, I'm going to build some application live. By the way, I will do that on this call today. And I will try to build something, okay, this morning. I've started the research since yesterday. So what that means is some of this application will not be built in just one video because I can't sit here for the entire day. But I will be able to commit about an hour to two every day to see how far we can go with this. Now, I'll be sharing with you some of the tools you will need to be able to build correctly using AI. And believe me, you can build practically almost any application using AI. Almost any application, basically, whether mobile applications, whether iOS, whether web app. But the focus primarily would be here, majorly would be for web applications. So SaaS product, basically products you can build and you can sell, all right, or you can then put out for subscription and people can then pay for it to use it. Now it will depend on how brilliant or how usable or what problem your SaaS product is solving. So if you're at home and you use your phone for things, you have a laptop, you have an internet connection, then I would say that you should try to listen to this course very well. I don't know whether it's a course or just a live streaming very well, as this would really help you when it comes to building with AI and then eventually making money with AI. All right. Um, this is what I think we're going to be doing now. So let me get to it. Enough of talking. Yesterday, I went on TikTok and I started some of this work. So I'm going to show you what I've done so far. So the first thing, anytime you are looking to build anything at all, anytime you have an idea and you are looking to build, the first thing you want to do is to research that idea using the same AI. Okay. So, like I said, I'll be building 10 applications. This is the first one, the AI carrier. And by the way, I've not built this before. Like maybe I've built the app and I'm trying to redo it. This is a live session. So there will be errors, there will be trials, there will be getting it correctly or getting it wrongly. But I want to do this live so that you can see that it is not impossible to do whatever idea you have. What you just need to do is to understand how to really use the AI, whatever AI platform you're using or model you are using. Now, I will just mention this also. There is ChatGPT, there is Gemini, there is the Anthropic Claude, and there are several other ones. All right, but I'll be using Claude Code for this particular live session. All of my live session, I use Claude Code for it. And before I go on, I've built at least about 4 applications. All right, 2 is already in the market as of now. The other 2 is still in development using AI. So I'm not trying to um, tell you what I'm not doing. So I'm doing this practically, and I just thought that if more people know about it, it would help in some way. All right, to solve some practically and okay. I'm not sure if. Let me confirm if people can hear my voice. Let me just see. Using AI. All right, it is working. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. So the first thing you need is to determine which of the AI platform you want to use to build your stuff. Okay, you could use ChatGPT Codex, you could use any other one, all right, that you want, but I use Claude. And what we are building today is an AI career accelerator, all right, that is what we are building. And what does this entail basically? This particular app, we have several features on there. It is one app, but it's going to have everything that revolve around uh, career development, CV, ATS scoring, LinkedIn post, and things like that, just to be able to understand that when your application gets out, then it gets accepted or shortlisted. That is what this app is doing. And I'm going to leave the code on my GitHub repo. So if anybody find it useful, you can just download it. You can turn it to a SaaS product yourself. But I will try as much as possible to make this as robust as I can so that you can really benefit from it. Okay. Now let's get to it. I've done the research and I've shown the research here, what needs to be done. So this is the exact prompt I gave to to Claude yesterday when I began the research. So I said research all that is needed to get this app built to scale professionally, not MVP, but fully usable and marketable AI career accelerator. Build a strong career with AI powered job search and professional development. That is tool. So that is the thing. So it should who are the people that need this application? It is perfect for job seekers, for graduates, for professionals, for career changers. All right. And these are the features that I will be building into this application today. Number one is the AI email writer. All right. Create professional emails for job application, follow-up emails, business communication, sales outreach, cold emails, professional replies, AI cover letter generator. So create tailored cover letter using CV upload, job description analysis, experience matching, industry specific writing, AI resume stroke CV analyzer. Improve your CV with ATS compatible scoring, missing keyword detection, grammar improvement, achievement suggestions, and more. Now, also, there's going to be a LinkedIn optimizer, or improve your professional profile, LinkedIn generator, about section improvement, experience optimization, LinkedIn content ideas, AI interview coach, prepare for interview with interview question generation, mock-up interview practice, answer improvement, star method responses. So this is what I told the AI to research for me yesterday, how to build an app that will be able to do all of these things. And then it came back with this README file. All right, this is a document of what will be done. Now with this, I'll be needing a number of things, especially with some of the things that have been mentioned. I will need we'll likely need some APIs, but once we get to the point where we'll be needing an API, I will definitely mention it to you and let you know that the API is needed. And I'll also show you how to get those APIs, because in order to build correctly, you need to know how to get these things. All right. Because we'll be using AI, the AI that I'll be using today is I'll be using, for the building itself, I'll be using Claude, but for other AI integrations into the app, I'll be using Gemini. Gemini is a lot cheaper than majority of the models. Other than Gemini, I think the other one that is also cheap would be the. I'm trying to remember this Chinese phone. I'm trying to remember the name that it just escaped my mind. But I prefer Gemini because in terms of research and accuracy of information, Gemini exceed most of them. All right. So that is what I'll be using to integrate the AI part. So let's get to work. All right. Now that we have done the research, everything is out. First thing first, okay? You want to ask. Now that we have the MD ready, what do you advise we do first to get started? All right, so you don't have to do anything. Basically, your brain just have to be working to know what question to ask, to know how you want the app to be. There has to be a vision of what you really want to achieve in your mind, because the AI will build things for you, but except you are very sure of what you want, you will not get the correct output as you should get them. But if you have something in mind that you want to see, all right, that you already have in mind, then it's easier for you to tell the AI, okay, you've built it this way, I prefer it this way, You built it this way. I want it to be this way. All right. So these are some of the things that are very, 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 very useful and important. Okay. So the first thing I want to mention is you will see that there's something that is called AnyHats here. This is a project I'm working on. So I'm still using the same interface for it, but ideally I should not be using it. So I will first tell it to create a folder for this particular project first, so that we can come out of this particular one. All right. I can see that you are still on AnyHats project folder. Can you create a new folder separately for the Career Accelerator app? Do that now. So this is the next thing. Every time you are building an app, make sure that you have a separate folder. You see, because I've not really scaffolded this into a new folder and then launch it properly into this, it just keep telling me things about an existing file that is already in a previous project I'm doing, and then wants to use that exact one. All right. So I'm expecting it to create a folder now specifically for this particular one, and it has now created it. If you can see here, I'm not sure if you can see it clear enough, but it is now on my desktop Career Accelerator. All right. So let me copy the MD file so that. All right, let me just tell you to save the MD file in that same folder now. Save the MD file in that folder so that we can access it when I change the folder on VS Code. So you see the steps. Your brain needs to be working. You should be able to tell it what you want, even though you cannot code, but you should be able to tell the AI what you want it to achieve. If you can tell it what you want it to achieve, then it's very, very easy to achieve whatever you want. And by the way, when all right, it has done that. So let's just change the folder location now and just take it to the correct one. 1 minute. There you go. So I'm switching now to a new. So this is even better. So if you come to VS Code, if you have Claude Code already installed, fine. If you don't know how to install Claude Code on VS Code, how it is done is to come here. Once your VS Code is opened, if you come to the left hand side, you will see an icon that says extension. All right. If you click that extension and you just search Claude, you will find majorly two responses. There are a number of them, but there are two that will be at the top: the chat for Claude Code and Claude Code for VS Code. The one you want to install is the Claude Code for VS Code. This is the one that you really need. So once you click that, it will give you an option to install it here. Because I've already installed it, you can see that it says uninstall. So, but you should see install on your own. And once that is installed, you will have this icon here. You will see it here. And for every new project you are creating, you will need to start a new session. If you don't start a new session, you will not be able to work with it. So locally we are building. So you select local and you create a new session. Okay. And that would open this session here. This chat session has opened up now because I selected a new session. Once that has been completed, the next thing you want to do is scaffold your folder to where you want it to work, and just by selecting it. So this is it. I've selected now the Career Accelerator folder, and then so that you will know, you can be sure that it is really there now. If you look at the top search bar here, you will see the name Career Accelerator. It means it is working now. The project is in the project folder, and whatever is working, whatever is building will be built inside this folder. That is another thing that is very important to learn about AI. Now, I would also mention one thing very quickly before we continue to build. It is very important to note this. Now, if you look just below this, you would see that it says manual on the chart the chart panel here. It says manual. You have edit automatically, you have plan, and you have auto. I usually like to leave it at auto. Once I give it an instruction, I want the AI to be able to build it, and then I will check it. If it's something that I like, fine. If I don't like it, I will tell it to correct it. So I like to put it at auto, because if you don't put it at auto at different intervals. It will ask you to approve things, and it takes a lot of time to come to approve things from time to time. So I like to have it at auto. Now that we are here, let's tell it to now start. Ask it a question. Can you access the MD file in the folder you are currently scaffolded to? So the MD file is where it wrote all the requirements for the project, the research it did on how we're going to build out this project. So we need to be able to ask if it can find it. I think it has found it already. I can see found one file. Yes, that's correct. Now, based on the, all right, great. Based on the research file, what do you advise we begin with? It's as simple as that. Just know what to ask and how to ask it. Now, prompt engineering is important, all right? And when you are doing prompt engineering, you must understand that there are a few things that would work, all right? So, and there are some simple rules that guides prompt engineering. If you want to follow prompt engineering pattern, or style of working with Claude or any AI at all, there are a few things that you must learn. There are actually about 6 of them, and I'll be reading it out. I have written it down here in my notes. The first one is be clear. Be clear about your instructions to the AI. If you tell an AI that generate an image without telling it what kind of image, how you want the environment to look like, it will use its own mind to generate whatever you've told it to generate. And most times it will come back with a bad result. The second thing that is very important with prompt engineering is when you are clear, you are now absolutely clear about your instruction, generate an image of a 30 to 40 years old African lady, all right, in the marketplace with market activities going on around her. Very clear instruction. She is buying a fruit. What kind of fruit? Pineapple fruit, all right? And the person selling is just right at up front having a conversation about the transaction. Very clear. Then you give relevant context. The context is a marketplace. There are people buying and selling. Put it. Use an example. If you use an example, it makes the AI give you a better output instead of wasting your token. All right. Then ask one thing at a time. Don't model up a lot of questions. You will see that I will follow all of these principles while we are building this. Okay. Then specify the format. So, for example, you want this feedback as doc file, as PDF. You want it as JPEG. You want a specific aspect ratio, 19:6, or stuff like that. Make it clear. If you are able to do that correctly, you will get better result. Okay. Use action words, verbs. All right. Do this. Do that. It makes it easy for you to work with AI. So, for example, generate, analyze, create, build. That is how to make sure that you get the best out of AI at every time. Now, I just want to, if you are not familiar with using Claude with VS Code, I just want to quickly mention this, and this came to my mind. You can change the model. So, if you want to have Fable, for example, Sonnet, and all of that, I use Opus for my development, and it is pretty fine. I used to use Sonnet. Sonnet is not bad either, but Opus seems to be more, great in terms of being able to work on complex applications than Sonnet. And I think that is what we're going to do. Now, start with the pace div spike, not phase 0, or invert. So that's told us what needs to be done. All right, a throwaway lookup script, no web, no auth, no database, just like a skeletal work is going to begin with that. All right. So if that is the case, then let's get started. Just tell it, all right, start building. There are a few things that it also mentioned, but before I tell you to start building, let's the gate 30 real CV, and Dave has to find real failure in the majority of the ones with non-trivial. Now, what it's trying to do, first of all, is making sure that the demo, like an MVP, is built, but not built into an app itself. It's going to be testing it on the back end and begin to see if those functionalities is going to work. That is what it's trying to do first. Let's make sure that the actual idea is working. Let's make sure that we are doing things correctly before we start building, spending time and energy building things. This is what it is advising. And I'll just tell it, all right, let's get to it. Now, this is an important thing to note when you are building. Let the AI do its thing. Let it work its thing out. Don't always try to interrupt it too much when it is working, because if you interrupt it, then you will likely not get the best result as you should get the result. So what we are doing today is trying to get this sorted, building an app live on this session. I'll be building 10 websites, all right, for 10 businesses. If you are interested in having a website built for you, then just send me a message. With the message, I would definitely try to see what I can do. Just you need to tell me about your business, what you do for business, what kind of business it is. Very important, two things that is very important. You should have a domain name at least, and a server where you're going to host it. If you don't have both, if you reach out and I say that's fine, I can build this for you, and it's going to be free of charge. By the way, I'm not charging you anything. So once I've built that for you, what you need then to do is, if I agree that I'm going to build it for you, because I know people will chat me more than needed. If I select you to say I'm going to build this for you, then you should make sure that you have this domain, buy your domain, buy your hosting. That is very important. If I don't see these two things, I will not be able to build anything for you. I need you to be able to do that yourself, first of all, and then we can take it further. Now, if you look at what is happening now on the VS Code using Claude, these are the to-do list. It has updated the to-do. Define the structure, CV profiling schema. All right, build the native extractor. Build the layout aware Claude Read. Okay, build the differs. Build the CLI driver with on this catching of smart read. Test end-to-end on a synthetic 2 CV. So what it's going to try to do now is building, first of all, the CV engine, the one that reads CV, that analyzes CV, and make sure that it is working. This is what we are building as of now. But remember, it is a total career accelerator application that we are building. So it's going to cover LinkedIn optimization, cover ATS, cover screenings, cover job prep, interview preps, and all of that. And I'm building all of this on this live session, so you can watch it as it is being built. We have a conversation. If you have any question at all, you are listening to me and you have a question, just drop it, all right, in the chat session. I'll also be replying to your chat. Drop it in the chat session if you need any clarity, or I'm doing something you don't understand. What is that? What have you used? What are you using? Things like that. I would be willing to respond to all of those things and get it sorted for you. So building with AI is very cool. Believe me, is extremely, extremely, extremely cool. You would love it, and if you know how to use it properly. So that is what we are doing now. It's the to-do list is now updating. All right. Let's see. If you are watching me, can you tell me where you are watching from? What country are you watching from? What location are you watching from? And again, if you are really interested in, the free website offer I put out, please just leave a note in the chat or message in the chat. Say, I'm interested, build me a website for my business. Could be any kind of business, local businesses, barbing salon, fashion houses, whatever you are running, then feel free to drop a chat. Just leave a message in the chat. Tell me where you are watching from, and then tell me if you want me to help you build a free website, and I will do that for you. Even I would even do it on a live call like this. I mean, on a live session like this, and you can see how it is being built. You can make corrections. You can tell me, okay, make it this way, make it that way, just to see that building with AI is big stuff, and everybody should know how to do it. It saves you money. It would also earn you money, definitely. So this is extremely, extremely important. All right, let's see where we are with this. So it's building, I think it's trying to use Anthropic API key, but I'll tell it to use Gemini instead, because I would prefer Gemini. I have a subscription already for Gemini, and I have the access API access for Gemini. So I'll be using Gemini for the AI side of things. And like I said, Gemini is cheaper. I'm trying to remember this other one. Okay, Gwen. Yes, Gwen models are also quite cheap. All right, they are cheap. But Gemini is still fairly okay, depending on the model you are using, by the way. I prefer it more to a majority of other models. So this would help with building any kind of AI. Don't forget we are building the Career Accelerator app now. That is what we are doing now. And like I said, this would be on my repo, GP repo, and it will be public. If you need it after it is being built, you want to use it, you want to sell it for anything, you can use it. I'm just doing this to create awareness and help people see how to use AI to build things. The AI is already working in the background, as you can see in the video, but this is particularly to help you get started with building with AI. It's a live session, so feel free to drop messages, feel free to comment if you need to comment, if you want to ask something that is not clear, free to do that. And also I mentioned that I will be helping people build free websites for your business, 10 websites for businesses. If it is something that you like, drop message in the comment section, say you are interested in the free website, and I'm going to build it. In fact, I'm going to build it live. I'm going to build it live on this platform. I'm going to do it live so you can see how it is done. All right. Let's see where we are. So I just want to finish whatever it is doing. Then I think it will likely ask me for my Anthropic API key, but I will just tell it I would prefer Gemini so it can rebuild if it needs to, so that it can work with Gemini. All right. So if there is something you are trying to build, or you don't have a job as of now, and you're thinking of what to do, this is something you can do. Okay, this is something you can do, and I think it will be very beneficial for you, because if you can build app, we're going to start. I'll also show you as time goes on how to build AI agents. All right, agent that can do things, that can work on things, that can, I'm going to show you how to do that also. If you just follow this channel, if you are not following me already, please follow me. I'll also be showing you how to do automations for businesses, for your home business, and for every other aspect of life. Agent that I will if I were not showing you the building now, I would have shown you the app I built. I would also show you my LinkedIn page and see what it has done just within 2 months. How many people has followed me? I built this using AI. It posts 3 posts every day, and I schedule the time when it does the posting. First of all, it does the research. I've told it the kind of content I want, the app, and I built that app using AI. The app will do the research for those content, training content in that niche that I've specified. It's going to bring that up. Once it gets the content out, it's going to rewrite that content. After rewriting that content, then it's going to post it. All right, it's going to generate image that matches that content. Beautiful images I'm going to show you. It's going to generate images that matches that content. It will design it like a proper graphic designing job. Design an image, then connect the image and the post that it has just repurposed together, and then send it out to the platform that I have connected. And I don't have to lift a finger. I just set it up once and I leave it there. It continues to work like that. Like it continues to work every time. It's as easy as that. If you have not followed me already, it's time to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. Share the stream. Let somebody know that we are doing something here to teach people how to use AI to build applications. And particularly, I'm building applications. And if you know a business that needs a website, Lord, kindly share it with them. Show them love. Share it with them. Tell them something is going on here, and somebody is saying is willing to build a free website for businesses. So if it is something that you like, or you have somebody that needs it, share the stream and let them be aware of it. Let them also benefit from this one. Okay. So I've built a lot of applications really with AI. In fact, let me see my folders and see. I've built some that I can't even remember. Let me see some of it. Yes, I did also build what I call the name Brain SEO. Brain SEO. Now, the Brain SEO app is an application that does SEO service like an agent. You punch in your website, it extracts it, it search competitors, and it builds your not just SEO. No, with AI now, there are other SEO technical terms that they now use. I think GE something, AE something, generative search engine optimization or so. I can't remember the exact word now. I built this app such that it is able to help you optimize any website. All right, give you the right metadata, give you the right keywords to optimize and scale. And what I'm saying today is not a joke. If I was not doing this, I mean, you show you the building now, I'll just show you, do a live stream to show you how much clicks I've gotten from a website. Like the day I launched my website, connected it to Google Console, Search Console, within 24 hours, I started having clicks once it begins to show on Google search. Once it appears on Google site, within 24 hours, I started having clicks to that website. And that is because I was able to build an app that I use to do my optimization. So I know you can pay for apps if you want it, but really you can do this yourself and even sell it to other people. And that is why I will continue to advocate for this, that it is important that everybody learn how to use AI. Please tell me where you are watching from. I'll be happy to chat with you while this is going on in the background. Where are you watching from? If there's anything you want to ask about building with AI, please feel free to tell me. Feel free to ask me in the comment section, and I will be willing to respond to those questions as quickly as possible. I'll be willing to respond to those questions as quickly as possible. Okay. Um, if you need a website built for you, please tell me in the comment section that you want me to help you build a website for your business, and I will definitely do that for you. Let's see where we are going with this. All right, so everything is now done. We are ready. Now, it is asking me to do a few things. I need to install some requirement for the Spike. All right. And then it's asking me to export Anthropic API key and run profile strict. So let me first tell it, I don't want to use, like I said earlier, when I saw the code, I knew that it's going to ask me to put Anthropic API key. I don't want to use Anthropic for the AI aspect of this application. I want to use Google Gemini. Not Anthropic. Updates the code to reflect this. So once it's going to update the code now and make sure that it is Google Gemini that is being used instead of Anthropic. And once that is done, I will run the command, all right, install the requirements, and then we'll begin to see how we get on with this. It is very, very, very important that you learn these things. It's quite important. Can you please share the live session, please? If you are watching, can you please share it wherever you are watching? Um, can you please share this wherever you are watching from? I would like for you to share it, please. Kindly share, kindly share, kindly share, kindly share, kindly share. Is very, very important. Thank you very much. That is how you can support me. That is how you can support me. And I would appreciate it if you can just share it on your profile. You can share it so that other people can also see what I am doing here. Okay? Yeah. All right. So it's asking me which provider should the layout aware reference. Switch to Gemini. So I have Gemini API key already, and I have subscription on there. So it's quite easy for me to just get that done instead of going to buy another Anthropic API key. So That is the thing. That's the reason I'm switching and say just switch to Gemini. I'll use Gemini. If I want to switch at a later time, it gave me an option to actually use the pluggable option where it means you can switch between different AI models, all right, for the AI stuff. But I just prefer Gemini for now. Let's leave it at Gemini. From the product perspective, the best way to do this would have been to say to use the pluggable. And by the way, just for those that might be watching and do not know, I'm a product manager. All right, I'm a product manager and I know stuff. I know UI, UX, a bit of it. I can build software development lifecycle, right, end to end. So watching this is not just about building with AI. You would also learn valuable lessons from me. All right, you learn from what my experiences, you learn from what I've built. You will learn a lot of stuff. All right, and I think that is quite important for anybody who is serious about. Let's see. Have a message. Okay. So I'm responding to a chat. Sorry. What is this? Let's see where it is now. How far has it gone? Okay, still rewriting the code for Gemini. Sorry, I'm just replying to a WhatsApp message that came in. All right. It is now updating. Let me quickly pick my Anthropic key. I mean my Gemini key, and then where is the folder? See. So one of the things you need to learn with building up solutions or applications like this is this, because it is not an HTML application. There are a few things that you're going to have. One of such is an ENV file. ENV means environment, and that is where you're going to put all of your the API keys, the local server URL, the database URL, all those details. That is where you're going to have all of that in the environment key. When you are also deploying your application to a live server, say for example we want to use Vercel, or say we want to use a Render, either of the two is fine, and they have free plans, but I prefer Vercel more than Render, by the way. So you need to also upload these ENV files, because without them the app will not function correctly as they should. It will not function as they should function correctly. So that is one thing that is very important to keep in mind. Where are you watching from? If you can tell me where you are watching from, I'm very excited. Where are you watching from? Can you just drop it in the chat? Which country, which location you are watching from? If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be willing to take it as much as I can. If you have any question at all, anything that is bothering you, any question about AI, building with AI, and stuff like that. And again, I have an offer. My offer is I'm building free 10 websites, all right, for 10 businesses. Let me know your business and I will shoot the shot and build for you. Okay. This is what we are doing now. So I'm updating the API from Anthropic. I'm now updating it to Gemini. And like I said earlier, the reason is because I have an existing Gemini account, all right, that I'm using, and I have a paid subscription already for it. So I don't want to then go pay for another Anthropic the Claude code I connected to is a subscription based, is not the API. So the one I'm using to build now is not the API, is a subscription I did. But when you are trying to connect things to applications, you will normally need APIs. So that is why it is requesting for that. So let me get my API very quickly and plug it into the env file. Carrier accelerator. So I'm creating the pin, the key now for this project. Because at some point I would eventually need. Okay, I think it's done already. Wonderful. So it is now done. Let's see. Is there any specific information? Big Protea model, set Gemini model. So now that it's asking me to run this particular code that you see here, so how to do that? You will need a terminal to be able to run a code. All right, in any VS coding platform, all right, or IDE, you will need a terminal. You can either run through your regular desktop IDE, the PowerShell. You can either do that, but because VS Code already has its own terminal, there's no point going outside again to do another one. You just have to come to the right-hand top corner of VS Code and toggle in the panel that allows the terminal field to show, just like this now. It has shown here. So what I need to do next is copy this thing here now, this one. Just copy it here, because that is what it's asking you to do. Copy it here and then paste. All right, paste it. Now, there are a few things that came up. One, I've not inserted let me just insert my key so that it doesn't throw up that error. 1 minute, please. There are several errors that came up there, but let's get it sorted one after the other. And if, peradventure, you don't even know how to get it sorted, just copy the same error back to it, and it will know how to fix it for you. Straightforward. There's no stress at all about that. It will just create it for you automatically, and that. All right, I have my key now. Let me just plug it in. Let me quickly plug it in, and then we'll see where we are. There you go. It's going to drop a few things. The Gemini model. All right, let me just paste it and see what it says. So if it will paste it again and it throws up an error, then we'll tell it to just copy it just like this. All right, to tell it to fix it. And this is why I said it is good. You don't need to know how to code. Now fix this error. I have included the Gemini key. Set it to latest so it doesn't so a specific model doesn't get outdated without. So now, one thing that is important about AI model is this, because the AI companies are retiring some of their existing models. So for example, Gemini 2.0 is retired, 2.05 and 2.5 and things like that are being retired gradually. If you are building an application and you select a specific model to be used for that application, all right, when that particular model is retired, that some of the functionalities of that app will stop working unless you update it. And updating it might mean that you have to go into the code again to start updating the model that you've used from the beginning. All right, now you don't want that to happen. You want to make sure that the app is built in a way that the model auto updates by itself. All right, so this is what I'm trying to achieve with that instruction. So it is important to know this, and this is where we should also think. When you are working, you want to start thinking ahead so that you don't get into situations after, like, you have a SaaS product already in the market selling, and then you are wondering how do you get customer to get into trouble with you and things like that. The easy way, I mean, the easiest way is to make sure that many of whatever you are building can auto update itself without necessarily getting, involved per se in some of these things. So, okay, I can see the problem here. They force something more urgent than any of them. Okay, what failed? Why? Minus. Okay. Oh, okay. There is a folder called Spike already. Okay, let me go. So if you are going to go from one folder to the other, you need just right to need. So let me, for example, in the project folder, there is a folder called Spike. All right, and in that folder, if I'm going to do anything, I have to first get to that folder from my terminal in order to do whatever I need to do. So in order to move from the root folder, which is the Career Accelerator, to a specific folder in that root folder, you need to say cd. All right, then you write the name of the specific folder you want to go to. When you click enter, it will go. You now see that it has gone from Career Accelerator to Career Accelerator / Spike. It means I am now in that folder. If you want to go back, you just press -- and you should be able to get back to where you were previously. So it's trying to fix the reason we are getting these errors. And once that is fixed, then we can then begin to continue to build, run the requirement, install of the pipe libraries and requirement that we need to do PIP, and then get that sorted out for you. Can you tell me where you are watching from, please? I would like to hear from you. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? I would like to hear from you. If it is okay, I'm also building a free application for each viewer or anybody at all. You don't have to be my follower, but I would like for you to follow me if that is possible. I would really like for you to follow me. And then I would also be building one free app for everybody who is willing and ready to. If you have a domain or you have a server, I will build. I have a training on my YouTube channel where I showed you how to access cPanel, and I'm going to do a video also of how to upload and do all of those things in that particular channel. So let's see. All right. Let's see how far it's gone now. Okay, it's listing out the Gemini models. I can see Gemini 3 Pro image preview, Gemini 3 Pro preview, Gemini 3.1 flash image, and things like that. All right, let's see how far we've gone with that. So what you see here is the AI building, and I'm practically not doing anything. What you just hear is the AI building stuff by itself, and it's building it very well. I mean, very, very well. Okay, that is what you can see here. All right. Let's see. I know that when this stage of the building for any app is the most boring aspect of things. And I'll tell you why it is very boring. Number one is that you cannot see what you are building. It's like it is building in the back end. And because it is building in the back end, many times you don't see what you are building. And that usually feels like you are wasting time. I know some of you can see that you've joined and you're waiting for the actual image to be displayed, the front end. But you must understand that every app has two sides. There is the front end and there is the back end of every application. Okay. If we don't build the back end properly, the front end will not be functional as it should be. In fact, we can even build a skeletal front end many times. Without a back end, it will not work as it should be. It will not be able to do the things that we expected it to do. So it's quite important for us to make sure that the back end is solid. But that is the engine, the real engine of the application itself is the real thing. All right, is the most important thing when it comes to building an application. The back end has to be really good. It has to be really good. Oh, let me see. I've not updated. Let me quickly update this or link it to set up billing for the key. So when you create API keys in Gemini, if they are free, you can use it for free. There are limits, but if you don't want to use the limit, you can just add. You can do pay as you go. Just add some credit, maybe $10 or $20. Once you have created an API that you want to be using more constantly without limits, then you should link it to a billing account. Otherwise, the free version limit would apply. And let me quickly let you know that I've updated the Gemini to Pro paid so that it is aware. So I've linked now the API to my billing account so that it uses the Pro because it's trying to generate some CVs to test the core of the application itself. But I think it's hitting some limits and it's not able to do that. So because of that now, I've updated it, linked it up with a billing account, and then the AI will be able to use it to do its stuff it's trying to do. Okay. Can you tell me where you are watching from in the comment section, please? Where are you watching from? I would like to hear from you. Do you have any question at all? Do you have a question at all? I would like to hear from you also. Leave something in the comment section. What's your name? Something to show that we are together and you are getting some value or you are enjoying this basically. If you can, I will be very glad. Thank you. Let's see how far we've gone again. So it's not testing. Now the real test on Pro. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can show you one of the applications I've built. I just want to show you why that is working on the side so that you understand that this is big deal. Okay, this is big deal. I'm not sure if I will be able to update, but let me just try to see if I can update the window caption. So while the reason I want to show you this is to see that what I'm telling you is not fake, is not a joke. Okay. We are still building, all right. But while we are building, the screen you're seeing now is an application that I've built using AI, and this is some of the things you see. Let me show you what has been done. I have multiple accounts on this particular one, different accounts, okay, on this particular one. And what this app can do, you can believe it because there are similar ones out there. When there are comments, all right, if people are responding from any of the platforms, from wherever you've posted your account, let me show you the most active one, this one. When comments are coming, you'll see your comment directly on the app. So if somebody commented on your Instagram post or your Facebook post, the comment shows here. Okay, just see what I use AI to build here. It has published 392 posts, and all of these I did not post it myself. These are things that happens by itself. It just posted by itself. You can schedule posts. So the reason I'm showing you this is you don't think that what we are building now is useless. It is not useless because you can practically do this. These are posts that were posted on different days, and this is built 100% using AI. It is built using AI 100%. This is the publishing of whatever post was published. You can see that this was published today. You see, this was published on the 8th, 9:31. It was published to Facebook, published to Instagram, published to LinkedIn. All right. So this is, if I need to, let me show you the media to see how the AI is building the, let's come to the library, building beautiful. See, this is the kind of thing it is building. This, it matches, carefully matches the content and builds an image that matches that content. See these stuff. See, this is done by this AI, this application that I built using AI. So what I'm telling you is, I'm not copying. I'm telling you what I've done and what is working. And if you can just learn how to do it correctly, you will make a lot of money from it. Okay. Now let me show you other things within this app that I've built. It has an analytics of what is being posted and all of that. You can see everything here. It has a competitor. If you had a competitor analytics, it will track your competitor, see what they are doing, monitor their growth, the frequency of their posts, their engagement, and advise you on how to improve and outrank them. All right. This is the history of the post, and even much more. This app was also built with a video studio. And if you're on TikTok, you're on YouTube, this app is useful. All right. I'm not giving that for free for now, but this app is very, very useful if you want to use it. Extremely useful. Now, this is the video studio. What this does is it generates faceless shots. So just tell it what to do. If you have a script, you put your script. If you don't have a script, just tell it what you want it to write. Once you tell it what you want to write, you select a voice that you want, you select your caption. These are some of the videos I've already created using this app. Let me just play one. I'm not sure if you will see it. Let me see if yes, you should be able to see it. So select your caption. These are some of the videos I've already. Sorry, I'm having a feedback. So it plays the video and you can just post it. I've had some of these posted on my TikTok page, and the posts are doing very well. I can show you my TikTok page. All right, the one I posted just yesterday had about 700 views. All right, as at yesterday. So this, I don't have to do anything. Just tell it what you want it to write about. Then it writes about it. It generates the caption, generates everything, and it's all done for you. It can also do what I call clipping. So you upload a long video, it helps you cut it into wow moments. And then with that, you can then begin to post it on your social media panel. This I did without any extra developer. It was completely built by AI. All right. This is another one. You can get a hook lab. All right. For every post, you can get hook lines that will convert and get people stay to read your content, to watch your videos and things like that. You can also steal formats. If you find a working post format elsewhere, if you bring it to this app, it will help you rewrite it in a unique way, following the same strategy, and you can then post it on your home platform to generate a similar, kind of traction, kind of engagement. Again, all of this is built using AI. So when I say that it is quite important for you to learn how to use this thing, I'm not capping. It's something that you should learn how to use. It's very, very important. Now, this is link in bio. This is even one of the things I love. Look at this. Where you have your link in bio on Instagram and on LinkedIn and all of those places, you can practically have it here also. You just put your name here, all right, or whatever name a public address you want to use, and you just generate it. Once you copy it, it practically goes to all of your list of the social media platform you have that you have listed on the platform. So if you have added all your social media accounts, it lists everything out for you, just like that. Okay, this is an example. This is LinkedIn, this is Instagram, this is Facebook, this is at some of the pages. If you link them, it will generate a link in the bio, all right, and just add it to your bio. You don't need to pay extra fee to get another app to do that for you. Everything is in one place. I've shown you the library already. You can also invite team. If you are working as an agency, as an example, and you need several people to do different work, it is important. You can just add your team. And the reason I've said that is this account is an agency account. And again, I built it with AI. It is an agency account, and you can see that there are several, accounts on here that can be managed. These are different companies. All right. This is one company here. You see that it has changed. This is another company here. It is not the same company. There are three different companies, all right, or businesses on this particular one. It's that this is 78 posts, all right, published posts. If you come here, you'll see that it's not the same, all right. This is 29, and if you come here, you see that this one is 392. Okay, so these are different accounts. So for agency, it's something that is very useful. And again, I built it myself using AI. And I'm saying you need to learn it. And that's why I'm doing this video, so that you understand the value you can get from this thing. I'm not telling you that this is a joke. This is actually what you should learn, because it's going to make you a lot of money. You make money from it. Imagine building an application like this, then you sell it out. You see that I'm already building the, let me show you something. If you look at the billing side of things, I've already built billing into this application. I've not launched it formally, to start selling, but I'm already using it, testing it, and it's working. It's working very well. You see, this is what is going to be when I launch it into the market. And I don't need a front-end developer. I don't need a back-end developer. I don't need UI, UX agents. I don't need all of those people. I just need an AI and understanding how to use that AI correctly. That is it. And that is why I am teaching you this on a live session, so that you are able to ask questions. If you have questions about what you've seen so far, please drop it in the comment section. Ask me any question about this. How did I build it? What are the library used? How are you able to achieve similar thing? I would show you and tell you this for free. And again, like I said, I am building for businesses. I'm helping businesses build website for free. If you need 10 websites, let me show you something so that you understand what I'm saying. I mentioned that I built the Brain SEO. Let me just show you my Google Search Console so that you understand what you can achieve with AI. I have few websites, okay? This is 45 clicks in 28 days. This is the impression, all right? 16 in 7 days. These are organic view. These are organic Google searches. These are organic Google searches, all right? They are organic Google searches. And how I was able to achieve this is by optimizing. When you optimize, you get good results. This particular one was I just deployed this particular app a few weeks ago, and see what's already doing an impression and all of that, all right, on Google. You don't get this result just by doing SEO. Many of the referrals will come from ChatGPT, from Gemini, from different places. I'm just showing you the things that I've built and the result that I'm getting from this. Let me show you another website I built with this, so that you understand that I'm not joking, I'm not capping. This is a financial platform in Nigeria, all right, where people can compare insurance prices, they can compare car insurance, they can also buy. It's not just comparison website, they also buy it. This was built using AI. It is built, and already we have clients. I can show you the admin, but it's not safe because of data, other people's data that is there. It is already, people already subscribing, people already registering with this. And I built this thing using AI. So I'm telling you as a fact that AI is something that you should learn. How to build it is something that you should learn. It's not something that you can just ignore while you see other people, doing it. I know it is boring when you see people building and showing you code like I was showing you previously. It's boring. Many people came on live and then they left because they see a VS Code, AI, writing code. But I'm showing you the result that I have gotten from this. And I even have more that I can still show you that I have hosted. All right. Now, this is just few of what I've shown you. There are other ones that I'm also building now that would come in. And there's one that I cannot show you because that particular app is for businesses, organizations. So it's not safe to show that on a live session. But for this, anybody can just go and search. Now, imagine you say you don't have a job, but you can do a subscription of maybe around, the Pro of Claude is about $20. All right. VS Code is free. You just connect it. You have an idea. Build your thing. And even when you build it, you don't necessarily have to have a lot of money to host it. If you come to Vercel, all right, these are some of my applications on Vercel. So I will not do that. Let me change that very quickly before it opens. So some of my applications are still open there. I don't want to see all of that because of the code and everything. So you go to Vercel, it's free. Let me use Render. I don't know if my Render is not also open. Okay, this is Render. You can also use Render, all right? You can host your front end, you can host your back end on Render. For your databases, you can use Supabase. I use Supabase, but I hope it's not also logged in. Let me just see if I can. Yes, it's not. Okay, it's logged in, but it's not logged in. So if you come to Supabase, you can use it for your storage, S3 storage. You can also use it for your databases. It's free. You can use it till you start having a lot of requests. Then you can say you want to pay upgrade. So practically everything you need to set up to build a proper SaaS is almost free of charge. And you don't necessarily need, to have a lot of, let me see, is this showing that the current one? Yes. All you need to really build a proper SaaS, business, a proper SaaS application, they are almost free. The database is free, the storage is free, the front end and back end hosting is free. Go to GitHub, register, open a free GitHub, and then begin to put your things there. In fact, you don't need to know how to deploy all of these things. AI will do everything for you. All right, let's get back to what we're building, so that I can continue to show you where we are currently. All right, so we are back on our codex now. So as of now, what was wrong? The motor you raised, nothing is pinned. At the moment, throw list, your key, reach, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cover, Gemini Pro latest, return 5 high demand throughout. So the validation runs with latest Flash, which work cleanly. Now that you are on the paid, retry Pro, but Flash, blah, blah, blah. Next step is on change, 30 CV, weighted. So it has built a back-end structure, all right? And it is looking to test. But I know that people watching online would like to see something on the front end. So I might want to tell you to let us build a skeletal front end. So whatever testing we are doing can also show the result of the front end. What do you think? Do you think that is a great idea? So if that is a great idea, then let's get to it and see how we can work around that. Now, all right, so I need you to build the front end so that I can see what is being done. All right, so that way it can quickly build us something that we can use to test, and we can monitor the progress of what we are doing. I don't think it will be able to do that yet because we've not really built the back end as such like that. But let's see what is done. So what it has done here is this: it's built the CVs, all right, and then it converted them to PDFs, and then it checked them based on the ATS prediction scoring. And it says it's 100% of stress CV and the gate passed. So these are some of the information it has written here. You might not be able to see it maybe because it is a dark background, but that is what it has written here. But I would like for us to build, something in the front end so that we can then be able to measure what is being done correctly. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me see. Have I not switched it? I think I've switched. Okay, yes. Can you please tell me where you are watching from? I would like to meet you. Tell me where you are watching from, and in the comment section, ask questions if something is not clear. If you need any help with anything, a question you already had in mind previously, this is the time to share it with me. Let me hear what you think, okay, about what we are building now. All right, good corporate research. So designing it properly now is real progress rather than throw work. Let me load the design guide first, since I'm building score meters and diff view. Again, I will be showing you a few things. So I know that people have seen. Let me just go back to the post body and then sign in. All right. So I'll just show you the post body and do a practical session with it so that I can see how it actually works. Let me just update that. Let me go back to post body and show you why that is working on the background. So I'd like for us to do a sample of what I've described so that you don't think that I'm just copying or I'm just saying things I'm not aware of, I'm not sure of. So I'm going to show you now how this works. So let's go to post body and try to do something with it. So let's go to the video section, the video studio, and if you are watching me, is there any topic you want us to use as a text, as a test, as an example? Just drop it. It's saying write for me option is this. So I have to tell it what topic I want you to write about. And it's going to create about 25 seconds video with voice and then with the script for us. So there's something that you really want us to test, a topic or that you like, I will give you the video. I don't really need it. All right. I can build it and give it to you. Is there a video or a topic you like for the AI or the app that I built using AI to do a video on? Just drop the topic in the comment section. Drop the topic in the comment section and I will pick it and then use it for the video. Just drop it in the comment section. Tell it to do a video on this topic, any topic at all. It can be any topic. Drop it in the video session and the comment section and I will just pick it there. Is anybody? Can you drop something in the comment section? Anything at all in the comment section? And then let's see how this will turn out if we ask it to do something. So I'm waiting for the comments. Is anybody dropping anything? Is anybody dropping anything in the chat session? Okay. Oh, sorry, I've forgotten that I have my Facebook Live on also. Let me see if anybody is dropping anything on the live. Let's see. Is anybody dropping any comments? No comment. Okay. Since nobody is dropping a comment, I will just take the decision myself and say I wanted to do something on how to get pregnant. All right, let me not use that. Let me say how to. I need something around health so that I can post on one of my platforms. How to grow alopecia. How to cure alopecia hair problem. Yes, so how to cure alopecia hair problem. So this is, let me just put three ways to. So this is an example, all right, of what I'll be using the app for. Then, having done this, you need to select a voice. Okay, you're able to hear the voice. And again, the reason I'm showing you this is because I built this using AI. I built this using AI. So let's use heart, and then you select the aspect ratio. It's always best to use for YouTube reels and stuff like that. You can select the length also, 20 seconds, 25 seconds, and all of that. And the caption, I like this yellow one. Let's generate. And that is all you have to do. You don't have to think about how do I write a script? How do I plan a script? How do I do this? How do I do that? All right. It says it started. Now it's working already in the background, rendering it, and then it's going to give out some beautiful video at the end of the day. I think it is worth it when you know how to build using AI. You can start a start platform. You can even have a startup. All right. That would really be helpful. Okay. It wants us to open in the browser. All right. So this is, let me share what it's open for us. So it did a simple, not a full-fledged design. What it has done is just like a simple scaffolding design of a front end to see what it has done and the result it got. So I'm going to share that with you now so that I can see what is being done and what it has achieved. 1 minute. Let me quickly. Okay, it's already showing. Oh, sorry. It's already showing. Didn't even know that. So it built a CV to test if the application is going to work. It built a CV and then tested it. All right. Gates passed. Different found demonstrable failures on one CV whose layout stress are passé. Now let's come here. The name is this. The email is this. the phone number, the roles, all right, survived extraction. So it is trying to extract information from an uploaded CV. Remember, we are building Career Accelerator Hub. So it means that people will be able to upload their CV. The AI needs to be able to extract that information and then make a decision on it to know whether the CV is properly written or not. And this is the result that it got on the first test. All right, this is the CV's name, and it used Gemini 3.6 Flash. Now, this is the second one. All right, this is another one. It uploaded this, and then it brought out all this information um, about that employee, the name, the email, the phone. These are, by the way, throwaway email. They are not genuine. They are not real. All right, these are just examples, and these are the things that it brought out. Just testing if the back end works in regards to being able to extract information when CVs are uploaded. These are things that back end engineer would do before, and then they will pass it to front end engineer. This thing that has been done in just a matter of few minutes would have lasted for maybe 3 weeks or 1 month to just be able to achieve this one. Then it is important for everyone to learn how to use AI. I think it is very, very useful for everybody. All right. The report embedded CV content. So a report from real CV is personal data. I can understand. So the attribute is safe only because the data is synthetic. Don't publish one built for real CV. I understand. All right. So that is because of data. So let's just go ahead and say continue to build. So we've tested that the when CVs are uploaded, it's able to classify them and then extract the information to be able to then rate if the CV is correct, whether it matches the description that somebody is looking for when you are trying to apply for a job and things like that. Again, my offer is still open. If you want me to build a website for you free of charge, my offer is still open. It is free of charge. I'm building for 10 platforms, 10 websites for free. If you still need a website built for you, for your business, just comment on there. All right, comment under this chat, wherever you're watching me from, whether LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, wherever you're watching from, just comment and then let me know what you want to build. Tell me about your business. In fact, if I find somebody now, I'm going to pause this project and I will start building your own company website for you right away. We'll rather use that to show people that it is important to learn how to build with AI, and I think that is quite important for everybody to learn at this point. That way, you can save yourself money, you can create jobs for yourself, create jobs for others, and then we can have a better world altogether. Let's see where we are now. All right, let me go back to VS Code so that I can see what I'm doing on the VS Code. Let me see. All right, so this is what we are doing currently on there. So I've told you to continue to build. We have confirmed that the CV is passing correctly. All right, it is now able to extract things. Okay, it's able to extract things correctly. It's able to bring out information as needed when a CV is uploaded. And I can now use a real CV at the moment because it will be exposing, someone's personal data. So that is why I can't do that at the moment. Can you tell me where you are watching from, please? I would like to read from you, and you can please share this live session. Please share it on your profile. Share it for people to know what I'm doing here. That is the only way you can support me as of now. Just share it. Again, if you want to build a website, you need a website to be built for you. I am the person that you should come to. You should be speaking to me about it. But for this platform, for these live sessions, I'm building 10 free websites for 10 businesses. If it's something you are interested in, leave something in the comment section. Say you are interested in it, and I will build it for you. I'm going to remain on this session. If I can't find anybody, we'll continue this work tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. I'm not sure. I go to church, so I'm not sure. But I can try to come in just for an hour. So wherever we stop, wherever this stops, we save it. Then we continue with it tomorrow. Same time. So it cannot be same time because by this time I'm still in church. Somewhere around 3 p.m. tomorrow, I should be able to continue. Now Refactor is clean. Now they have. Let's see what it can do now. You see how beautiful it is to build with AI. Very beautiful, straightforward. You must be aware though that um, Claude has limits. So you have daily limits or session limits. You have weekly limit also. All right, on your Claude subscription. So, for example, if you determine to use Claude just the way I'm using it, it's going to work to a point in a session, and then if you use up the token for that session, it will pause. You will not be able to use it again until the next 5 hours. Okay. Now, because the 5 hours run concurrently as you are using it, does not necessarily mean that the next 5 hours will be 5 hours per se. It might just be the next 2 hours or the next 1 hour. If you are working on it already, and say for example, the next session started, so it will not stop. It will continue to work like that. But if the next session did not start, then if you use up the token before the next session starts, then it's going to tell you that you've exceeded or exhausted your token limit for the session. You have to wait maybe an hour or two, depending on how many hours left for the time to recycle, then you will continue building. But if you don't want to do that, you can top up. There is a pay as you go top up usage top up feature where you can just add, say, for example, $20 or $30 and continue to build. You are going to build, all right, while you wait for your the hour to reset. Once the hour resets, even if you have some credit on the usage, all right, it will not use that again. It will switch back to your subscription usage automatically. And I think that is a very brilliant and a wonderful wonderful. Let's check what we were building in post body. Remember, we had post body working on something for us earlier. Let me see. Yeah, let's check how far it has gone. Let's see where we are with that now. So remember, we're building this, and this is a 20 minute. It is giving me feedback. Let me see how I can turn off the feedback for this one. Struggling with alopecia. I mean,
uses your own blood plasma to stimulate dormant hair follicles. Second,
struggling with
incorporate
alopecia.
scalp microneedling with minoxidil to boost direct blood flow.
I mean,
Finally,
uses your
optimize
own
your
blood
diet with
plasma to
essential
stimulate
zinc,
dormant hair
iron, and
follicles.
biotin.
Second,
Take action today
incorporate
to
scalp microneedling with minoxidil to boost
so
direct
this
blood
is
flow.
a video.
Finally, optimize your diet with essential zinc, dormant hair.
So this is a video that was just generated using this, and I will do something. I'm going to download it now. I'm going to post it on my. I'm going to post it on my TikTok page, and maybe before the end of this session, I would show you how much view it has gotten. 1 minute. Let me quickly log into my TikTok page. 1 minute. You would see that it's very beautiful things that you can achieve. With AI, building with AI is very good. I'm just going to upload that very quickly, and then we'll see how much we. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, let me upload the video. 1 minute, please. While I'm doing this, the app is still being built on the side. You can see that it's being built. Let's see. Let's see. All right, the picture. How to create the picture. You see that before we even before we even do anything, before we finish this session, this would have gotten a good. So this is it. I'm posting it now. 1 minute, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the result before the end of this session. I'm going to show you how far we've gone before the end of this session. All right. Let me go back to. I've posted it now. All right. I've posted it, and then we will see. Let's get back to what is being. Oh, great. It's already done. Let's go back to the coding and see what we've got. Yeah, so it is now built, and it's saying, all right, where this leaves you, the spike is now complete on both surface. All right, batch run. You can't tell that your CV breaks in any way. Caveat carry forward, Gemini predators were returning, blah, blah, blah. Freebug found and fixed on the way. Name collision, Fragile string surgery, the CLI demand credential when everything was cached. Privacy drove the architecture. CV, don't store raw CV. A tool that's pull upload to disk while it's on README. Preach short retention in the wrong habit to build, blah, blah, blah. R050. So imagine the thing that human would normally not even be thinking about. So the AI was building and was also thinking that how can I make sure that that this app is compliant when it comes to privacy and data issues. And from ab initio, it has already built that into it. Imagine that. I wasn't even thinking that on this immediately I started building that, but the AI was able to spot that if you're going to build an app like this, you need to make sure that something about privacy is done. That will be built with privacy and data protection in mind. That is mind blowing, and you cannot achieve this just by getting some developer. You will need another set of hand. All right, you need another set of hand to be able to do that. I need Loop tools to decompile and recompile Loop 5.0 using Jar. All right, I can help you look into that. The shadow cheats, I can help you look into that. That is not an issue. So this is from my YouTube comment. So it is a beautiful thing. Okay, I've been here for about an hour and a half now, and I want to take a break till tomorrow. If you think you found value what I'm doing here, please follow my page. One new message. Let's see. If you find find value what I'm doing, please follow my page, share the video, like it, gift if you are able to gift anything, and I will be glad you are doing that, because this is the only way you can really support our creators. Thank you very much. And if you have questions, please feel free to reach out. So we're going to leave the project here. Tomorrow we continue from there. All right, we continue from where we stopped. Exactly where it is now is where I'm going to continue. If I can screenshot it, you'll see it like that tomorrow. All right, thank you very much and have a wonderful day.